Golf 101 for everyone. That's why we're here on the Girl Dad podcast, my friends. And I played my pro-am with Sergio Garcia. And when I would hit a bad shot, he would do this. There are going to be times when I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. And that's where you need some relationship capital where they're like, it's all right, man. Yeah. It's okay. Let's move forward.
Biggest takeaway from your first LIV experiences, what would you say it is? And is there anything that you noticed that you're like, okay, I want to change this going forward?
I have to get better at the game of golf.
Welcome back to another episode of Girl Dad Podcast. I am your host, Lexi.
And I am Scott.
And we talk all things life, relationships, friends, dating, love, sports.
Leadership. Advice, counsel,
wisdom,
growing up, getting better.
Yes, educational topics that you'll definitely want to hear about. Okay, so I want to start doing this thing where every episode I am going to ask one of either myself or my sisters a question of advice, something they're going through, a situation at work, with friends, schools, dating, whatever it is. And I want your advice on it because you are so wise and give the best advice. And
that's code
really
for old, my friends.
I mean, yes, no one said you're not old. That is true. But okay, so this week I am going to put in my own advice.
Great.
So I am very confident with where I am in my life. You know, like I have a great job. I live in a great place. I have great people around me. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. But sometimes I can't help but compare myself to my friends who are married and have kids and compare timelines, even though I know that mine is how it's supposed to be. Sometimes I can't help to compare myself to where someone else is at. So what advice would you give me on that?
Well, I have a couple things to say about that. One, how amazing that you're happy. Like you have a wonderful life. You have a job you love. You have friends surrounding you who love you and you love them.
Yeah, totally.
You wake up happy. You know, you walk through life looking to lift others up. I mean, that is more than 99% of the world. So first off, take a little like comfort and joy in that.
Love that, yeah.
The second thing on comparison, your grandfather, my dad, growing up, I have him pounding in my head that comparison hurts. That's what he would say. Comparison hurts. Whoa. And as I was young, I didn't understand it because there were 5 of us. We were born in 6 years. We're all about the same age. Yeah. And we're always comparing ourselves to each other, whether it be grades or sports or eating or a game we were playing out back. Whatever it was, we were always comparing ourselves to each other. And he always used to say comparison hurts, meaning be the best version of yourself. But more recently, a dear friend of ours, Dr. Spencer Holt, taught me that comparison is the thief of joy.
Literally, as you were talking, I was going to say that. That is such a
is
great
the
line.
Thief of joy.
Yeah.
And I think that's right. And I think that's some of the hits we take on social media, right? So
totally.
You'll be at home perfectly happy, watching a show. You got your PJs on, the fire's on, you're feeling comfortable and you're flipping through and your friends are out at a concert. And what you're seeing on social media doesn't oftentimes reflect real life. We know that.
Yeah.
But we tend to consciously and subconsciously compare ourselves against others. And all it does is rob us each of our peace and joy.
Totally. I love that.
That's all I have.
Hey, thanks. Okay, so you have had a very, very fun few weeks.
I have.
And do you want to tell everyone where you've been, what you've been up to?
Yes, LIV Golf League kicked off, or teed off, I should say. What?
That was good.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, that was fire.
We started in Riyadh, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in
cool.
one of the Gulf Coast countries. And Riyadh was spectacular. It's a city I've probably spent 6 or 7 times there. They have a huge appetite for growth. I mean, you just marvel at what's being built and at what speed and scale. There's a city, Qiddiya, that they're building now that I toured in my last role when I was with Merlin Entertainment, because they're building the biggest water park in the world, the steepest roller coaster in the world by 3 times steeper than any other roller coaster in the world.
Shut up.
It comes
that
off a
has
cliff.
to be negative.
It comes off a cliff. Comes off a cliff.
Like it goes in.
Yeah, and they built an F1 track there, 2 beautiful golf courses.
Whoa.
And so all I'm saying is just
so cool.
They dream big.
I love that.
So when it comes to bringing,
is that the most progressive place you've ever been? Wow.
Yeah, it's spectacular. And so when we're bringing a golf tournament there, we have pretty high expectations, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And it was spectacular. It was at Riyadh Golf Club, and we the Backstreet Boys were there. Everybody, live golf's back, all right. Gosh. So Uncle Matt's brother-in-law is a Backstreet Boy.
Right.
So before I had Uncle Matt like tee us up, and so we were walking, like just walking on the course, because sometimes, it's a part of the job. I get to walk within the ropes, it's called, and walk behind one of the foursomes. And someone's like, "Hey, that's the Backstreet Boys." So then I went over. I was like, "Howie." So we started talking. We walked for a few holes together. And then when he was on stage, he's like, "Little shout out to my brother-in-law out there, Scott."
Oh,
yeah, that's funny.
Wait, that's so
funny.
Cute.
The picture's outrageous. I mean, 25,000 people jumping up and down.
I saw them. It looks.
Yeah,
I saw them and I was like, "Why am I not there right now? I need to get to a LIV event."
Yeah.
Like, it looks insane. It literally is like a mix of like golf, but even the holes, they all look fun.
Well, we played at night. It's the first time a golf tournament of this caliber has ever been played at night.
Okay, wait, tell me about that.
So we lit the course up. Now it's hot in the kingdom.
Wait,
so
please tell me that the golf ball is glowed in the dark.
No. And our players were so good and patient and understanding, because it's different.
Yeah.
And you have some of the best athletes in the world who are so precise about everything they do, and it was different.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, I'm 54, you get to you're a little older, a little harder to see at night too. And we have a wide range. It is. And so we go from literally 20-year-old to up to about someone my age. And so it was, and the players were patient, and they had a lot of fun with it. And it was wonderful. I had a pro-am there with Brooks Koepka, one of the greatest players in the world.
Yes, I saw an awesome video.
Did you?
Of you
me taunting him. Yeah.
So great. So Under the Lights, is that something that you guys would say successful? Would you do it again?
Very successful. We're thinking through whether we talk it again. We're pulling together like a committee of players to try to figure out how we move forward best together. But I loved it. It actually helped get it on in the U.S. at a time when U.S. viewers would be awake.
Amazing.
Which was helpful as well, and it provided a great atmosphere rolling right into a concert. So it was really fun. 3 days. Adrian Moronk won, and Legion
awesome.
13 won the team championship. So it was really fun, very competitive, and an absolutely incredible stay.
Oh my god!
And my first time, so I was just going through all those first time jitters where I didn't know where to go or where to walk or how to go.
That's so cute.
No, it was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
It was terrible.
That is literally adorable. It's like your first day of school.
It was. I actually got denied entrance into one of the VIP areas.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you did not. What did you do?
It was great. It was really awkward because I had a bunch of guests with me. And I have this little badge. I have a badge that's like a get anywhere badge.
Yeah.
And she just kind of shook me off. And I said, "Hey, I don't want to make this uncomfortable, but I got to run the league." She goes, "Oh, I know who you are."
Whoa.
Yeah. And then Jensen, who I work with, came through and cleaned it up.
Yeah,
plowed the field, and I walked through.
That's crazy.
And then that group harassed me for the next 2 days. They're like, "Hey, do you want me to? I know you're probably hungry. Should I have to get you something to eat the entire time?" They're our sponsors too. It was a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, but I am following an icon. So you're following like Greg Norman, who everyone in the world knows who he is.
That is.
So it was. Yeah, that was
crazy.
I had a few very humbling moments.
Yeah, that is humbling.
It's also humbling on the golf course when I'm playing, because you've seen that before.
Wait, so like.
And the best part is two of my dear friends, Jordan Bejant from Fox Sports and Paul Danforth from CAA, came with me. And for them, Fox, was shooting the Super Bowl, and so. Wow. Yeah, and Paul, to miss the Super Bowl is a big deal. And you talk about like in a moment when it's just nice to see a familiar face. They were there. It was awesome.
Oh, that makes me want to cry. Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not.
That's so cute.
No, it was good. It's like the jobs can get lonely. The CEO jobs can get lonely, and when you look out to your right and left and see people you love, it's nice. Really nice.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, so it would have been nice if my daughter came on my first tournament as well.
It would have been nice if said daughter got the invite.
Yes, said daughter has a permanent invite. Said daughter would probably ring up my credit card for that said invite. So then I went from there to Hong Kong. We play in Hong Kong in 2 weeks, and so it was a bit of just an advanced trip to meet with some government officials and some other partners to see if there's some business there.
Wait, is that something you guys usually do? Do you usually go beforehand and scout out the place?
I mean, we have a team of people that are planning this out.
Well, right.
But for deals, I will go anywhere, anytime for a deal. And there was one that I had to go with one of our partners from 54, Jed Moore, big time exec. So that was really fun. And then I flew through Singapore and then over to Adelaide in Australia for our biggest tournament, over 100,000 people.
Those pictures looked unreal.
Yeah. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Oh my gosh.
That was really fun.
That is,
what's
really, the craziest experience that you had?
There?
Yeah.
Patrick Reed, one of my favorite guys, favorite players, plays for Four Aces, which is Dustin Johnson's team.
Okay.
Had a hole-in-one, which is very hard to do, as you can imagine. And the place went ballistic.
Wait,
they were throwing their drinks at it. It was a big celebration. Yeah, the video is unbelievable.
Wait, that's so
It's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like nothing you'll ever see.
Wait, hole-in-ones, how often do they happen?
That is very, very rare.
In a normal tournament, no. It doesn't
Zero.
happen.
Right. Normal tournament, zero. So it was pretty special. So
that's so
that was
cute.
incredible. Dom Dalla and Fisher played.
Cool.
I know you don't know them, but they're some of the top DJs in the world.
Dom Dalla,
25,000 people going back 100 yards, packed to the gills, dancing and singing the whole time. It was amazing.
That's so cool.
And I played my pro-am with Sergio Garcia, and when I would hit a bad shot, he would do this. It was so brutal.
That's so funny.
It was so humbling.
Oh, that's
and I
so
played,
funny.
my first 3 holes were so bad.
What is a pro-am?
Pro-am is the day before the tournament starts, the pros agree to play with amateurs.
So the pros are all the golfers.
Right, and they play with the amateurs. And so it's kind of a fun thing. You take sponsors and so it's really...
It could be anyone.
It could be anyone, but some celebrities come play. We had... Nick Fanning, the number 1 surfer in the world, 5-time world surfing champion.
Whoa. Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's famous for fighting off a shark.
What?
Yeah, he got attacked by a shark and fought him off.
What?
Yeah. So, but anyway, so it was really star-studded. Australian celebrities that we wouldn't know, but it was pretty much of a who's who event.
Cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, and Sergio was very helpful in getting my game back on track.
Was he?
Yep. And the second 9 we played with David Pooge, another one of the fireballs.
Okay, cool.
Because you played different guys for 9 holes, different pro for each of the 9 holes.
Wait, so you get
But Sergio
to have
really
fun with
helped
2
me.
Of them?
He kept saying just stay down and get through the ball. Sounds really simple, but my goodness.
But you couldn't do it.
It is humbling. It is a sport that teaches many life lessons, including humility.
Wait, are they golfing too?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're competing. We finished 4th. Okay, right?
Wait, yeah, how many teams are there?
24.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice.
I finished 4th both. I mean, I didn't really contribute as much as I would like to. But because I'm not very good, I get a lot of strokes, like in a handicap. Do you know what that is?
No.
So the fact is, I can play with one of the best golfers in the world because I get a handicap, meaning I get strokes. Meaning, if I'm an 18, if I get 18 strokes, it means each one of the 18 holes I get a stroke. So if it's a par 4,
what do you mean you get one?
It means if it's a par 4, you know what that means?
No.
Okay, so boy, we gotta start from the beginning. This is a dad fail, my friends.
Wait, can I say
it's a dad fail.
Can I say what I think par
Yes.
is? I think par is say for example we're going to hole number 7, okay?
Yeah.
And hole number 7 they say the average golfer gets it in 4 times. So then is a par 4.
Kind of like that, but not the average golfer, like an excellent golfer.
Okay.
Right? So usually there's a par 3, par 4s, and par 5s, but most of the holes are par 4s.
There's only those 3.
Uh-huh.
There's no par 1s.
No.
Par 2s.
No. Wow. Right. Amazing. Golf 101 for everyone. That's why we're here on the Girl Dad podcast, my friends. But it was...
That should be a segment.
Golf 101. Maybe. It was probably the best sporting event I've ever been to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's your own.
And well, it's not mine, but yes, it's LIV Golf's for sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I played paddle. I played paddle with the fireballs.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Are they good?
Oh yeah. Yeah, DJ Dustin Johnson and I lost very badly to Sergio and Puig, and then I played with a guy who had one at his house. There's only one in Adelaide, so we went to his house and played with him. And
there's one court
in all of Adelaide.
What?
Yeah, but it was great. It was fun.
That is so
yeah. I don't
fun.
like to lose. I have a competitive issue.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think you pass that down to everyone.
Yes. I don't know if it's unfortunate. I think it's good.
I think it's good too, actually.
Yeah.
I totally think
I always thought, like,
if you can separate
if there are characteristics I wanted my daughters to have, I wanted them to be tough. I wanted them to be competitive. And I wanted them to be hardworking. And I think you all have elements of that.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the...
Oh, boy. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Mic drop.
Right.
Yeah, that was good.
Right.
Let's
love everyone.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
We're all really good at all of them.
Well done.
See, it's my competitive side.
It really is. It really is. But that can get the best of you.
Okay. Who is the most interesting person that you met the last couple weeks in your LIV Golf travels? Oh my gosh, I still have my All-Star bracelets on.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's embarrassing.
Boy, I met so many interesting people. I got to go to dinner. So on the road, I go to dinner with a different team. So
every night?
No, every event, because there are 13
You're
teams.
with
so
a different team.
And we just go to dinner. It's just small dinners. The four of us and the GM.
Wait, that's adorable.
It's not only adorable, funny, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing because we actually have real, candid, deep conversations. So I went with
cool.
Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed and Harold Varner III and Thomas Peters. And we actually had like some really phenomenal conversations about life and building brands and doing business and the sport of golf and where we're heading as an organization, where we're heading as a group and a family, where they're heading as a team.
Yeah.
And you really get a sense of, first of all, how hard these guys work.
Yeah.
Like they are just beasts of athletes.
Yeah.
Two, you get a sense of how much they care about each other, like the team, which is so unique in golf. Like there aren't teams in golf. And these guys have a little team and a group they can rely on. When things are low, they go to their team. When they travel together, they eat as a team. It's amazing.
That is so cute.
And then you get a sense of how hard they compete, like how badly they want to win. And it's pretty inspiring.
Because obviously, like in past jobs, you've been with teams and you've, formed relationship with all the players, but not to this level, it seems already. So how do you feel like doing this, like you spending time with them and them with you, kind of merging that gap? How do you feel like that helps the organization as a whole? Yeah,
it's a great question. I will tell you this, like I'm the judge and jury. So if there are fines or discipline, that's me, And if we have to make a change that some of the players don't like, or there's something new, we introduce night golf, or we introduce some other innovative program or process, which we do and which we have.
Yeah.
Or we ask them to help us with something. Can you go drive? We have a new VIP program called the Green Room. I need you guys to show up for 2 hours.
Yes.
And give that instead of going on the putting green. Can you help me?
Right.
And so I think relationships help generally, and I think, I don't think I'll bat 1,000. I won't, shoot an 18 on an 18-hole golf course. I just won't. I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to struggle, and there are going to be times when I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and that's where you need some relationship capital, where they're like, it's all right, man. Yeah, it's okay. Let's move forward. And so I think that's important. But
and vice versa.
But generally, I like them. Like I like what I do. I'm happy. I'm like engaging with people who are interested, and they're my business partners in many cases too.
Totally.
And so that part is you realize really quickly why the league continues to move forward and continues to progress, and why Fox wants in, and why ITV in the UK walks in, and why we did our first big sponsorships this over the course of the break, and why we have a number of new ones teed up, because it's because of the stars and the star power and the competition and like all the other stuff is fun. The music festival and the food festival and all the stuff we're building around it, all that stuff's great and fun, and certainly adds to the experience. But it is at golf and that heart of like, can we build a family?
I Love that. I love that answer. Yeah, that's so true. So great. Okay, so biggest takeaway from your first live experiences, what would you say it is? And is there anything that you noticed that you're like, okay, I want to change this going forward?
I have to get better at the game of golf. I mean, I took 2 lessons.
Is it embarrassing?
It's bad. It's not good. It's not good enough. In fact, I said to somebody that of all the people who have run in the golf industry, in the history of the golf industry, golf brands, golf clubs, golf companies, golf leagues, I may be the worst golfer in history. And I'm not that bad compared to everyone else except people in this industry. So I have to just get better. And I don't have to be great. I mean, I obviously not like a player great, but I just have to play corporate golf. And I've got a ways to go. I almost killed a photographer out there.
Oh.
Yes, bad.
With a golf ball.
Skull time. Yeah, twice actually.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that's one thing I'm going to commit myself. I'm going to hit balls. I'm going to take lessons. I'm going to play more, and I'll get better over time. But in terms of what went well, I mean, Adelaide, we just extended there to 2031 with the premier, Peter Malinowskis, who might end up running, being the prime minister of that country. Yeah, he's a pretty impressive human being. Yeah, so great leader, cool. And a beloved leader.
Love that.
But seeing what that is, the 100,000, 35,000 people streaming through the gates, that's got to move from the ceiling to the floor, and that has to be our baseline of what our expectations are. And so what I'm racking my brain about with the team is, what do we have to do? Right. Like, what are we willing to do? What do we have to do, and what can we do, and how quickly can we do it?
Yeah.
But it is special. It's different. It's transformational. 30% of the attendees have never been to a golf event before, so we're bringing new people into the game. Average age of the event is just above 40, which is very, very, about 2 decades younger than most golf tournaments.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's fun, it's young, it's different. There's music playing on the course.
Oh, that's
the guys
so fun.
embrace the
So they don't
energy.
get mad if you're like talking during the
No, there's no shh signs. Yeah.
That is fun. My kind of golf game right there.
It sure is.
That is so fun.
But it was fun. Yeah, my first 2 events were, they're 2 events that I will never forget for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I know. I really need to get myself out to one.
When are you coming? You come to Miami?
I think so. I think that's the first one I'll be able to.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
Well, thank you for this episode of Girl Dad.
Yes, but do you want to play?
Guess the Disney character. Okay, I've been thinking of one.
I said yes, but...
Okay, I've been thinking of one. I'm not sure that you're going to get it.
Do I even know who this person is?
Yes.
Okay. Like, in my everyday life, do I think about them?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it a girl?
No.
Is it a boy?
Yes.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it friends with Mickey?
No.
Is he friends with Winnie the Pooh?
No.
Is he in a princess movie?
No.
Is he in a movie?
Yes.
Is it in a movie with live humans?
No.
Is it in a cartoon movie?
Yes.
Is it... Oh, this is really hard.
Yeah, you give up?
Does his name start with a T?
No.
Okay, give me one hint.
He has red...
is it Bolt?
No.
Okay.
He has red pants.
Is it Winnie the Pooh?
No. Mickey.
Wait. Oh my...
How do you miss that one?
That is crazy.
Yeah, well, when you need to guess, you need to guess.
I said, is he friends with Mickey?
I said, no, is he friends with himself? I don't know how to answer. That's why I paused. Hey, quick little shout out before we go here. This is Bobby Hurley. Do you know who this is? Bobby Hurley?
Yes.
Okay, what do you know about Bobby Hurley?
He was a basketball player.
Yes.
And he played in the NBA.
He did?
For the Celtics.
No, he did not.
For the Heat.
Nope.
For the Magic.
No, he was drafted number 7 overall.
By the Raptors.
By the Sacramento Kings.
Whoa.
1993 graduate of Duke University.
Dope.
And now the head coach of Arizona State.
Oh, so cool.
And hails from Jersey City, has a famous dad, Bob Hurley. He's one of the most famous high school coaches of all time.
Oh, whoa. That's so cool.
Yes.
Wow, that's some great
Good fun fact.
knowledge. Yeah,
good fun fact. Well, thank you for this edition of Girl Dad Podcast.
Thank you. If you liked what you heard, like, subscribe, comment.
How about maybe even share?
Share it. We're on the same wavelength.
Share it.
Send it to your dad. Send it to your girls. Send it to your guys. Send it to
your dad needs to watch this right now.
Yeah. So please send it to him. Bye.